Okay, yard fanatics, welcome back to another episode of Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. Hey, check this out, guys. Look, we're about to do an overseeding of a lawn, and I don't know if you can actually see this lawn, but this is one of my the church lawn that I got, and we're overseeding fescue grass in the fall. All right, now I do stay in the south, and this is a warm season climate. Okay, so we're not overseeding Bermuda grass. I do have some customers, well, actually one customer that has a yard that is fescue, and they wanted BYD to overseed it for next season. So one thing, let me show you this real quick before we even get started. Okay,
you're watching Bermuda Grass Central, changing the world 1 yard at a time.
guys, look, before I even get started, I got these gloves real quick. These are Diggs, D-I-G-Z. Like I said, this is non-sponsored, guys. I just picked these up at Home Depot. One of the things that kind of stood out, they're supposed to be touch screen. You can use it while you use, you got your phone, and you should be able to touch your phone and still operate it. Now, these are not totally landscape gloves. I will have these on during the video, and I'll just give you a little report. This is not more of a review. It's just something I saw, and I picked up a little fresh knife here, guys. That's a Husky knife, 10 bucks, lifetime warranty. I got it because I love that wood grain handle. And if you watch my boy Floss, yo, what's up? This your boy Floss, back again with another video, and my unboxing knife. But that's all about. Let's get to the overseeding. All right, make sure, and it's gonna be a quick video, but measure off your yard and find out what your square footage is. We measured this off, and it's actually a little bit over 10,000 square feet. And the bag we're using is a contractor mix, and I ripped that off. I want to show you what's in it real quick. If you look at it, I got Harbor, what's that, intermediate ryegrass, Technique tall fescue, Kingdom tall fescue, Pennant, perennial ryegrass. I'm more interested in those ryegrasses because this area has a lot of shade to it. All right, and as you know, fescue is a cool season grass, so we're gonna go ahead and put this down. Now with that ryegrass, hopefully in those shaded areas, it'll do good also. Like I said, we're doing an overseeding. We're not gonna overseed all up under the trees. We're just mainly focusing in on the grass, and we're focusing in on the front and around the side over there. All right, I got my little helper with me, Jarvis, and these are the things that you'll need for this project. We're going with a Let's Go starter fertilizer, 18-24-12. Only the best, guys. We got this also at Site 1. Just purchased at Site 1. This is the basic seed fescue mix, which is a contractor mix. Gonna need an aerator, and we got the Ryan aerator with the Easy Steer technology. You saw the video I did for that. If not, I'll put a link in there in the description for this, and I actually put the minutes where you can go and see more about this Ryan aerator. And we got the CBR prize lawn spreader. Now, having said that, Earthway bought this company out, and remember in that video I bought a few more things. I got that from Earthway parts, and I got a cover. Here is the cover that I also got from Earthway. All right, and we're gonna jump straight into this video, guys. What we're gonna do is go ahead and aerate this as good as we can. We're gonna try to get as many plugs as we can up. The soil is kind of soft, it's not as hard. We got the weights inside right here. You see these weights? That'll help weigh it down. We got another one on the other side, and also, guys, this wheel that's here, you can actually put water in it and make that heavier. And let me show you where. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can actually add water in it right there. We're not gonna add water because the ground is soft, but if we had an issue with hard soil, that's why you put water in there to make this unit more heavy, if that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and start the aeration process and enjoy the video. All right, first we're gonna go ahead and crank this up, and like I said, this is the Ryan, so it's pretty easy. Just turn it on. Put that on switch it right there. All right, gonna go ahead and let him aerate. While he's aerating, we're gonna go ahead and prep. Okay, yard fanatics, look, I'm gonna show you something real quick. I got these digs on, and like I said, it has 3 spots that you can use to touch the screen on your phone. I just touched the screen on my phone to activate the record button, and it seems to work. So we're gonna have these on, small review while I'm doing this. But guys, look, what we got there, you can see it, the Let's Go fertilizer, and it's actually 18-24-12. You know, guys, I specifically use Let's Go fertilizers. Never let me down. I've been using them ever since 1998. I will repeat, Let's Go is not a sponsor of this video. They should be, but they're not. I do videos and I show products that I have complete faith in. BYD has not been bought by any fertilizer company, and I'm not promoting this, but this is the product that BYD uses. This is the one that I've had the most success with. Now, there may be other products out there that are better, but I haven't came across those, and Let's Go has been around for a long time, guys. I actually have a Let's Go spreader that I'm gonna bring online. I don't have it for this video. Didn't have time to get to it, but let's go ahead and open this up and pour this in so you can see what's going on. Okay guys, I'm about to go ahead and cut this open. And like I said, use whatever fertilizer that you have faith in, but I got faith in Let's Go. Slow release and everything else. I love this knife so far. Pour this in here. I made sure I got it closed off so I don't spill any fertilizer. And this one bag, starter fertilizer, should cover roughly about 12,000 square feet. And this is a 50-pound bag, and I'll show it to you on there. Hey, slow it down, Mike. Start beating that ass then. Yeah, that's what I try to tell you, don't let that thing drag you in the ground. Okay guys, you see it right there, 50-pound bag covers 12,000 square feet. Another thing too, guys, that you need to make sure that you have a hopper cover. Like I said, I ordered this from Earthway. I'm about to put it on. And what this does is it keeps the fertilizer from spilling out. All right, so you can just basically put it on any way you want to. But this thing is tight, guys. It gets real tight. So you put it on the corner, and you got to kind of snug it down to the next corner. How hard that is. All right, and guys, what that does is it keeps it from spilling out, or if it starts to rain, it won't rain on it. So I'm gonna lean this forward, and hopefully I won't get embarrassed. But if you accidentally tip it over, that's what it does. You see how it didn't come out? So that's why I suggest that you have a hopper cover. Remember, you always put the fertilizer in on concrete. Never put it in your hopper over the lawn. Always put it on concrete, or if you have a tarp that you can put up on the bottom of that, then you can put that on top of the tarp and pour your fertilizer. All right. So, okay, yard fanatics, I get asked the question, what should I put down first? Should I put down the seeds or the fertilizer? BYD recommends you put down the fertilizer first. The reason for that is if you put the seeds down and you walk back across them, you tend to track them up or move them out their spots. You put the seeds down last, you're only doing a one-shot application and you're not walking back and forth over the seeds. The fertilizer I'm not too much concerned about because the fertilizers, you know, break down and spread throughout the soil. So yeah, put your fertilizer down first, then your seeds. Look, we're back on Jarvis. He's still aerating. Now he had it wide open, but that aerator whipped his ass. So I mean, he had to slow it down. I'm just gonna be real with you. He had to slow it down. Matter of fact, I'm down here asking Jarvis, hey Jarvis.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right. Why did you slow down that Ryan aerator? Just tell me the truth.
Man, it felt like I'm running. It whooped my ass, man. It wore me out.
It wore him out. Now, at the same time, we have a speed adjustment on here. All right. When you first started, you kind of had it up high, and I kind of told him, I said, hey man, aerator gonna whip your ass. I don't know what that easy steer technology means, but you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've used the Bluebird. You can go ahead. I used the Bluebird before, and I used this one. And this Ryan, it's a whole lot easier to use than the Bluebird. But having said that, you know, aerators, I'm sorry, they whip your ass. Man. I know I keep saying that word. I hope I don't get demonetized because I say so many cuss words. But hey, let's look at some of the stuff that he's aerated, and I'm gonna show you how this thing works. I had to take the gloves out just for a second, but this is the plug that we're pulling out, and it's nowhere near as deep as I would like it. You know, I really would like 2 inches, but we're getting about 1 inch out of that. Some of them a little bit deeper. You know, like right in here, it's a little bit deeper. But the way it works is that fertilizer is gonna get laid down. The seeds will be laid down also. Some of the seeds will actually fall down in those holes. All right. When we come back and water this lawn, and the property owner is going to water it consistently for the next 2 or 3 weeks, unless it rains, until we start to see germination. This is one of the reasons why I used Lesco Professional Strength starter fertilizer, because it's more of a slow release. We don't have the problem with it getting washed completely away after you water it in. So it's gonna last a whole lot longer. Okay guys, and here we go, 18, 24, 12. Remember that 24, what is that? This is nitrogen. Somebody say it, somebody say it. Well, since you won't say it, I'll say it. Phosphorus, and we got potash. Remember, this is the only time that I recommend you putting down phosphorus and you don't know what your soil test, or you haven't had a soil test. You don't know if the soil needs it or not. But when you're overseeding or you're reseeding, this will be the time that we're looking for this number. If you did not do a soil test on your lawn, I keep repeating this. I know some of these other guys are telling you to just throw it down, and you don't throw starter fertilizer down on everything. Starter fertilizer does not fix everything. You've been misled if you've been told that. You have to get a soil test, guys. I know I'm putting this down on fescue, but you do not put starter fertilizer on fescue if you're not overseeding. Get a soil test, guys. Remember, you've been told by BYD. Okay, yard fanatics, while Jarvis is still aerating, BYD is gonna go ahead and put down the starter fertilizer on the lawn, and I'm gonna fast motion it. So hang on to your nuts. Take a break. Just gonna be real with you. I got shorts on out here, And man, this yard got so many dang mosquitoes in it, tearing my legs up. So you should always have on long pants when you're doing this. I wasn't expecting to do it. I was expecting my help to do it, but I gotta speed this up because I got some other stuff I need to do. So, ouch. Okay, yard fanatics, look, Jarvis is still playing around with that aerator. I told him it would beat him up, but you know how these young folks are. They think that they can do anything. All right, after I struggle to get that off, I need to make sure that this hopper is closed. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these seeds in here. That knife down. Guys, I'm going to show you what they look like. I don't know if you can see that. Look like sunflower seeds. Let me zoom in so you can get a closer view. All right, you see that, guys? See that? They look like sunflower seeds. And this is not a tri-mix, this is a quad mix right here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pour that in there. Go ahead, Jarvis, and pour that in there. Hold on, go ahead. Okay, yard fanatics, look, we got to pour it in there, and look, it filled it all the way up, and I still got probably not a half a bag, but maybe 30% of the bag left. And that thing is hard to get on there. You got snapped on and made me look. I guess the young folks do know something. All right, guys, like I said, this covers 10,000 square feet overseeded rate, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna knock that out. All right, guys, so you can see we got it kind of coming out. Now, stop for just a second, Jarvis. I had to adjust it. Now, guys, that bag does not have the gauge on it, or it doesn't tell you what settings to put your spread on. So this is why it's important that you measure off your property and you actually know how to use the spreader that you have. You're gonna have to master it. BYD cannot sit here and tell you that, you need to put it on this, that, because it's just all that will change with conditions, the type of spreader that you have. Now, when you buy bags at the store, more than likely they'll have settings on it, and most of them are set for Scott spreaders, some Earthway, and some Let's Go. All right, I don't see any other Spiker or none of those spreaders on there. Now, maybe in the future you'll probably see those as those spreaders become more popular. But Let's Go, and especially Scott's for the basic homeowner, they have settings for those. To show you, you see all those seeds, okay, and it's some fertilizer in here somewhere, like right in there. You got some down in there, you got a little bit over in this area right here. So when this rain comes, it's going to push these seeds kind of down. Some of those seeds will go down in that hole, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but get that leaf out of the way. It's one that's in there, some in those holes, and they cover up and they start to germinate. Like I say, it's cool season grass. And another thing too, let me auto lock this. One of the things is that we went back and forth that way. Now, if you watch any of my videos, I'm not a big fan of doing this crosswalking and going that way, then coming back and coming back and forth this way. But I'm doing it now because of the settings. I got this spread on. I'm not absolutely sure. I got the measurements, but because I got that third of a bag left, I got to do the front. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna cross walk it just to make sure that I am covering as much ground as possible with these seeds. All right, the next step for this, and the landowner already knows that he's gonna have to come out here and water the crap out of it. Now I get the other question, BYD, so what are you gonna do about the grass that's there? They cut this last week. I basically told them to stop cutting it. Just let it grow. Just let it grow, because we're gonna have some issues here. One of the issues is it's gonna be a lot of leaves falling down. Soon, leaves will be falling down, especially in that area, down over there by that fake basketball court. Okay, and another issue is that they didn't pay to have this lawn treated for weeds. So BYD, should I treat my weeds while I am trying to oversee and grow my fescue grass? No. Let them stay there. You don't want to put any chemicals down on this period that could hinder the process. Now, they have organic weed and feed, excuse me, not weed and feed, but weed control fertilizers. Guys, I'm still recommending don't do it. Let's just let the all natural process take care, because they got a lot of clover and everything in this lawn. Because this is, by the way, if you don't know, this is the yard that has the zoysia grass in it. You can see that on the other side, and it's still nice, thick and green. Mid-October. But you know, zoysia greens up a tad bit before Bermuda, and it actually goes dormant a tad bit after Bermuda. That's just a fact you should know. But yeah, guys, and this is pretty much it. This is pretty much it. Okay, yard fanatics, look, that, like I said, that is it. That is it. And we got those seeds down, still putting them down. But let me go ahead and answer a few questions that I know some of you guys may be asking. But guys, that is it. Jarvis is finishing up. And just remember one thing, guys. Wait a minute, before I say that, hey Jarvis, you're tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. He is Michael Ball. And I'll talk to you soon.